Welcome back to Henry Kitchen. This is Chef Henry. What are you cooking today?
And today I'm making beef stew. And lots of people have been coming to me and they requested this. And I have to say shout out to Romaine. And today I have my beef for the beef stew. It's right over here. And this is a Canadian dish. And I have my frozen peas. And I also have my onion. And I have some potatoes. And then I have some carrots. And over here I have all my seasoning that I'm gonna incorporate into the beef stew. I have some Maggi cube, and I have some parsley, and I have onion powder and seasoned salt, and I have some garlic powder as well. And I will be adding stuff as I go, and I have some oregano. And so please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell. And remember, salt and pepper is not seasoning, and that video start right now. Come back. I have my beef already cut up, but now it's just time to wash it. Now I'm gonna add some water inside the beef and start washing it. Then I'm going to drain off the water. Now I'm going to add some vinegar. Then I'm just going to rub it in. And then I'm going to add some water. I'm going to give it a second and next final rinse. Then I'm just going to set it aside. And then I'm going to add my seasoning. So I'm going to start out with the garlic powder. And then I'm going to add some seasoned salt. And then onion powder. Follow up by the parsley. Now I'm just going to rub it in to let the beef absorb all the seasoned flavor of the seasoning inside the beef. Because this is beef stew and all the flavor is good for the taste. So now I'm just gonna set this aside, and then I'm gonna get my potato peel and wash, and I'm gonna show you guys how to cut up the potatoes. Now I'm gonna start with cutting up the onion. So I always like to make some cross cutting the onion. So when I hold it, I will just start getting some nice thin cubes. I'm just going in to get a finer cut, just like that. And then I'm going to start with my carrot. And you don't want to cut the carrot too fine, you just want to cut them into some nice cubes, just like this. Because remember, we're making beef stew, Canadian dish. And then start cutting up the potato. And you just want to take the first slice of the potato and then you're going to do the same thing. Just slice it down the middle. Just like that. So when you cut, you're going to have some nice cubes. just like that. And then I'm gonna just add it to my bowl. And now I have my carrot and the potato and my onion all chopped up. I'm just gonna set it aside, and then I'm gonna get my pot onto my stove. I have everything ready to go. And now I have my pot onto the stove, and I'm gonna switch my stove on, and then I'm gonna wait till the pot is hot, and I'm gonna add the oil. And for this video, I'm not gonna be using no beef broth. I'm gonna make my own by using the same beef, by just adding water and make it just cook down nicely. The pot is hot, and it's time to add the oil. And I always use measuring cup for my oil, so I'm gonna use 2 of this. Beef, I'm just gonna add a little tip of browning just to give it color. Then I'm just gonna mix it in. And then I'm gonna add it to the pot. Here I'm gonna give it a quick stir and ensure that nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pot. And then I'm gonna place my cover on. Now I'm just gonna do another check and give it another stir and see our beef is coming along. I'm gonna place my cover on. Yeah, you know, it's just the Canadian beef stew and Chef Henry right here working away. Now I'm gonna open and show you guys the process of what's going on, and check out the Canadian beef stew. And see, we have the broth going on inside the pot as well. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our onion and our carrots with our potatoes. And then I'm just gonna give it a quick stir. I am a chef for everybody. Just check it out, guys. All homemade, no lookup recipe, just start making. And now I'm going to place my cover on and let it simmer for another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to check again. And now I'm going to add 2 Maggi beef cube inside of the pot. Just like that, and then I'm going to stir it in. And what the Maggi beef cube gonna do to the pot is gonna bring out some more flavor into the beef stew. And to you all, you Canadian, American, England people, this is a stew for you all. And it's all gonna done by Chef Henry. Now I'm gonna open and I'm gonna add some water, and I use all the leftover season that I use to season the beef, and now I'm gonna add it to make it simmer down and everything cook down nicely. And then I'm just gonna stir it to just ensure everything is just gonna cook evenly. Now I'm gonna just place my lid on, and then I'm gonna just leave this for 30 minutes, and then I will come back and check. Now I'm just gonna take a quick check, and I'm gonna show you guys the progress again. You see, everything is coming and cooking fine, guys. That's been over 20 minutes. And remember, this is the Canadian beef stew. So now I'm gonna place my lid on. Now I'm gonna add some green beans. And remember, it has to be frozen green beans. And I'm just gonna stir it in. And now I'm gonna just let this simmer for another 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna place the lid on. Now it's been over 10 minutes. I'm just gonna go in and check. So I'm just gonna give it a quick stir and see what's going on in this beef stew. And see, guys, check it out. And everything is simmering down fine. I'm just gonna close my lid and I'm gonna leave it for another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna come check and I'm gonna see the progress. So I'm just gonna place my lid on. Been over 5 minutes, so now I'm gonna check and see the progress. And everything is looking fine. Look at it coming on, guys. Just look at the difference of the beef stew. So now I'm just gonna leave it for another 2 minutes so it can get thickened up some more. And I'm just gonna place the cover on. Now it's been over 2 minutes. I'm just gonna go in and see. And guys, everything is looking good. And this beef stew is finished cooking. So now I'm just gonna shut my stove off. Now I'm gonna make myself a plate. Of the Canadian beef stew. Now I'm going to place my cover on. And now it's time to go in the Canadian beef stew. And everything is looking good. So now I'm just going to go in for a taste test. Oh, it's bursting in flavor. And guys, I'm telling you, it's easy to make stuff at home. And people have been requesting me to make something Canadian. So I make some Canadian beef stew. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. Just check this out. Everything is made from scratch. I do everything and I added everything that's needed. I never have to add no beef broth. I made the broth myself. And just check it out, guys. Just look how amazing this look. And guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Canadian beef stew. And thanks for watching.